Cat for short, because she's our little munchkin and the king of the Cap City, Kodi the Legacy Mohale. You better stay tuned until 2 o'clock as Chelsea will be coming back to give you the full bulletin of the news. But nonetheless, we're still with Amanda Black, so don't forget, don't be shy, man. Don't be shy to use that airtime. Don't be shy to use that data. 0814212264. That WhatsApp line 0815917082. So Amanda Black, yes. So can you please tell us, Jorge, you go, what's this? What other African countries have you visited, right? And how do they differ from South Africa?
Unfortunately, I've only been to Botswana, Swaziland, which I feel are very obviously similar because the language.
The language barrier.
Yeah, so it's sort of like I'm like in extended South Africa.
It's 2.0, you know.
2.0. I've only been. Let me see. I've only been to Botswana, Lesotho, Swaziland. Oh, I've been to Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a new experience.
That was an experience. The people are different. They're the same, but they're different. One, obviously, they look like us.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately I didn't get. I wanted so badly, but you know, was us when we travel for work most of the time.
Yes.
I wanted to go see the Maasai. We luckily, you know, I wanted to experience the culture.
Yeah.
But you know, it's pretty much the same in terms of infrastructure. I mean, it's a town. It's a town of buildings. Yes. But one of the things that was a nice experience was the market. So at the market, they sort of like you get to experience a little bit of Kenyan culture. And more especially Maasai culture. Yeah. So, you know, where they sell the cultural...
The attires.
Yeah, the beads, the attires and the sculptures and the artwork. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much true. So, can you please tell us?
Yes.
As we know, Amanda Black is such a household name and all that. How do you deal with all that pressure of, you know what, when I go out there, I'm no longer just an ordinary person. I have to be like somebody everywhere you go. You are Amanda Black. Everybody knows you. Yeah. People tend to treat you differently as well. How do you deal with all that?
It's tricky. I don't think you ever get used to it. I don't think I'm used to it. It's still a learning experience. You sort of learn, and the thing is, it's different people. So everybody that approaches you is different. They've got different personalities. They've got different reasons for coming up to you. It's either they really, really love you, or they don't really like you, but they want to take a picture with you, or they don't like you. They just want to be like, you know. So it's you approach it differently every time. For me, it's still a learning curve. Having to be on all the time, even when I'm having a bad day, you know, you just like if somebody comes up to you, you have to switch on.
Yeah, put them on, eh?
But luckily for me, I'm a friendly person, so that comes automatically. So if I have a bad day, I'm like, you know, somebody taps on me, hey man, hi, how are you? Although I won't be like, hey, what's up? You know, but I will give them that, you know, because I understand it's hard because Nati, we're human beings. Yeah. So we have those days where you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm mad. I'm not okay. Yeah. When I'm really, really like, I'm like, look, I won't do anyone justice if I go outside. I stay inside. Yeah. I stay inside. But it definitely is, you never get used to it. I don't think you ever get used to it.
Eh?
It's sometimes it's like really exciting. You're like, oh my goodness, some people come up to me, tell me their stories. They're like, Amanda, I love you so much. Like sometimes it's so overwhelming. Yeah. Because I'm human, I'm me. All I do is put songs out. You know, I don't really expect people to have that kind of connection with me. It's overwhelming. It's like, oh wow. So it's not just music. People see me through the music. Yeah. So it's an exciting. It's an experience and a half, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So in terms of you know, we're living in a different time where now everybody is coming out and saying, being true to themselves. Yes. And we have artists that are just doing things that are very different. I mean, Bushoma Josie, everybody's just embracing who they are. So in the context of African arts, you know, what do you think Africa is getting right? What are we doing right?
I feel like we're moving, if you look at Pan-Africanism, I feel like through music, it's happening even more rapidly. It's taking time, but it's happening. Right. We are coming together, in terms, especially in the African context, that South Africans, okay, yes, there is xenophobia. We do understand that. That's a very real thing. But I'm seeing us, even with the music, we listen to each other's music. We're sort of interlapping. We're sort of connecting in many, many ways. It's happening a lot in the art space, in the music space, you know, in that industry. That's where it's happening a lot. And you're seeing, because I mean, people are influenced by music. So we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of embracing. We're wearing print. We're wearing African prints. You know, that's not it's psychologically, we do understand that that's accepting. That is us. That is us, you know. Yeah, that's accepting that the other cultures have their own cultures and all of that. Even in South Africa as a whole, I'm seeing a lot of people embracing their cultures. It's happening, and it's so beautiful to watch. Even little girls, that for me, that is like the ultimate. When I'm seeing little people, you know, because of the parents, because of the influence of the parents, you know, they're
very much impacted.
So seeing little girls wanting to put on dance, Xhosa girls, you know, little Zulu girls wanting to wear the beads, you know, wanting, even the dolls. I'm seeing, you know, we even have black dolls. Like it's a wave, guys, and it's happening. Transformation is actually happening, and I feel like, I mean, it's so much better than it was when we were in school, whereas we were told we are not worth anything. We're ugly. Our cultures are, you know, sometimes, you know, they call it evil and all that stuff. So for us now, I feel like the change is happening. We are embracing ourselves more. We are learning about our cultures even more. We're seeing it on TV now. We're seeing stories about our cultures. We want to learn about our histories, and it can only get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, very much true. So can you tell us, have you ever been in a situation where somebody has told you over social media, or they saw you that a certain song that you released touched them in a more humbling way? It helped them through a difficult situation and all that. Have you ever experienced that?
A lot of times. It happens a lot of times. On social media, obviously, it's a bit different because I'm reading the story. It's another experience. When in person, I almost all the time don't know what to say. You know, one time, oh man, I remember this so much. Her name was Viwe, and we were doing a university tour, trying to push, you know, the album and the songs. And this girl came up to me. She was crying. She's like, she lost her fiance, and the song Amazulu helped her overcome, helped her heal. For me, those moments are like, why are you telling me? You know, like, I almost feel like unworthy. You know, I'm like, what makes you, it's so personal, and you felt like, you know, you could trust me, or you could share that with me. For me, that's a huge responsibility. It's almost very overwhelming all the time, but sometimes I understand my role as an artist, because I know why I'm doing the songs that I'm doing. I know why the messaging that comes from my spirit happens. So it's almost very overwhelming most of the time, and the way I approach it is I never really know what to say. I'm just like, wow. It's like a wow moment.
It's a very humbling moment, actually. So can you tell us, what can we expect from you from 2019? It's a new year, it's a new vibe, everything is good. What can we expect?
Oh, you can expect more music. I'm so excited. It's been an incredible ride the past 2 years since Amazulu dropped. Actually, it's past 3 years since Amazulu dropped, and I really can't wait to share with you guys what I've experienced. You know, it's been a roller coaster. The good, the bad has just been happening simultaneously, and I can't wait to tell the stories. I can't wait to share with you guys what I've learned. I can't wait to share what empowers me every day and empower other people.
Yeah, very much true. So a little bit it told me that you signed into Sony Music Africa. So can you please give us some tea on that?
Okay, cool. So I created my own record label called Afro Rockstar, and I have a partnership with Sony.
That's nice.
It's not just like you wanted. You see, I heard you're trying to spice it. It's not.
I thought you're gonna get juicy things. You're like, she's gonna be like, hey, that's happened.
Not even. I'm super excited to have this partnership. You want to take the music to the world.
It has to happen. It has to happen, and the time is now.
The time is now.
There's
no better time.
Yeah, most definitely. And don't forget, man, 0815917082. That's where you can get in with Amanda Blackman. Ask anything. You're free to answer anything.
I'll answer anything.
Anything. She's only going to say, Ish, no, I can't. Ish, you see this one. It's happening. So, like, do the damn things.
Don't be spicy, guys.
Don't be spicy, man. Don't be spicy. So, so can you tell us, from your Amazulu album, which song would you say you like to the most? Don't say Amazulu, please. Which song, besides Amazulu, that actually you love the most?
Personal and
It's Nazo.
Snazo.
That's one of the most personal songs on the album. It was a song I wrote for my friend who died when we were very young.
Sorry.
So it's one it's one of those songs. So I wrote that song as a message to her. You know, it just dawned on me. It's been over 10 years now, and I wonder sometimes when I think about her, I wonder if we'd still be friends if she was alive. What kind of person she would be if she was still alive. You know, what she would be doing if she was still alive. Because at that point, we were very, very young. For me, I knew I was going to sing, but you know, but we never really knew like what she liked, you know, beyond the childhood years. So I always wondered, I mean, what kind of person she would be, you know. So that song for me is a very, very personal song. It's one of the most personal songs on the album.
Yeah, very much, hey?
Wow.
So, just to put you on the spot, can you drop me a little bit of vocals? Because you're Amanda Black, the singer, the vocalist. We need to know. We need to know the live, man.
You need to know it's real.
Yeah, we need to. You never know.
Maybe this is a hoax.
Hey, you never know. You get there.
Maybe I have a ghost singer. Right. Uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa, uzothandwa, uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa, 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 uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa, uzothandwa, uzothandwa ndim, uzothandwa ndim,
Yeah, it's real.
Goosebumps.
It's real. That was so beautiful, Amanda Black.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much for joining us today. So, if anybody wants to slide into the DMs, where can they get you?
They can catch me on Amanda Black SA on Twitter, Amanda Black SA on Instagram, and Amanda Black on Facebook.
Yes, so you must do the things, man. Get in touch with her,
Guys.
support her very much. So, do you have any events coming up where they can catch you as well?
On the 14th of February, I'm going to be out in Carnival City with my brothers Java and Mlindo. So you guys can check us out. It's going to be epic.
It's gonna be like
Get Valentine.
you can Java, Amanda Black,
Romans galore. No reason not to attend.
like
Yes.
you can never miss that.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Hope we do this again when you have like another massive single or album, because we know it's Amanda Black. We can never expect more than that, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's still the last time. Crunch, Cody the Legacy Mukhali, and Katla, our little munchkin, but you can call her Cat for short. 45 minutes past the hour on the club. That was Amanda Black about to leave the building. You know what? Continue the conversation on all our social media platforms at Afrola Radio SA. Here is a little song of what you can expect at Carnival City with Amanda Black. Java is gonna be there. Linda for the
love this
vocalist.
song.
Here's a goalie. You know, I can feel her that she loves the song. That's why I did it. You know, here's a goalie to enjoy that jam.
Oh, I love the song.